Tom, a little bonus rumor here. Yeah. So the rumor is, do NFL GMs have burner accounts? How many heads?
Well, 4 heads. This is totally a real thing. So here's what's kind of going on. If you follow the NBA, the big story, just sports in general, I guess, was that Brian Colangelo got busted with having fake burner accounts on Twitter that he used to monitor and also tweet back at media and even rip his own players. And then how it relates to the NFL was Ian Rappaport came in and said, hey, this is common. NFL GMs also have their own secret Twitter accounts. And this is very interesting to me. I guess on the one hand, I like it because if you're an NFL GM, you want to be able to monitor stuff without getting thousands of tweets at you. Like John Lynch can't use his own account to follow stuff because it's going to be nonstop, hey, sign this player, you suck, whatever. So I get it on that end. But I also think you could have at least a couple players doing their own Kevin Durant type deal where they're tweeting at other players and defending themselves on Twitter. So we're going to have some fun with some of these burner accounts here, Cam.
Absolutely, Tom. We've actually created a few burner accounts here, and we'll start things off with...
These are all totally real. These are real accounts, guys.
Rob Gronkowski's burner account here, Tom, and... It's NFL 69 LOL.
This is absolutely what Gronk's fake Twitter account would be. If he had like a little burner one, it would definitely be something like at NFL 69 LOL. And the only purpose of it would be to have 69 jokes that Bill Belichick and the Patriots wouldn't allow him to ever tweet out otherwise. Now, we'll have some of these fake accounts, some of these potential tweets here, and I'll throw producer Brett under the bus. He didn't let me use the best ones. I had better 69 jokes that we weren't allowed to use because they were crossing the line. So if you want to see them, DM me on Twitter at WhatGoingDown and I'll send them your way. But we weren't allowed to use some of the best ones that they were a little bit too dirty. But that's kind of how I could totally see Gronk having this fake account where all he does is tweet 69 jokes because he thinks it's funny.
All right, so there's Rob. How about Bill, the head coach of the Patriots?
See, I think Bill Belichick actually does have a secret one.
He's got to.
I think the whole calling it Snapface and InstaChat is a misdirect. It's a misdirect that, oh, Bill Belichick, he doesn't know what social media is, but deep down he knows it. And I also think that deep down he would totally know, like he would just throw shit at everybody. He would go full Colangelo. His handle would be at WillTwitSpy, get it? Bill William and then Spygate, poking fun himself. And what he would do every week is he would reveal the Patriots' game plan and be like, I'm telling everyone and no one knows what it is. I'm so much smarter than everybody else out there.
Oh, God. All right, so there's the rundown with Bill Belichick. How about Bruce Allen, the GM of the Washington Redskins?
So there was a Twitter rumor today that I saw as I was researching this that Bruce Allen did have a burner account, and he's deleted it since then because he didn't want anyone to find it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I totally buy Bruce Allen having a burner account because he strikes me in the Redskins organization overall as petty enough to have one. And also to people. Now, Bruce Allen has called Kirk Cousins multiple times. Bruce Allen kind of strikes me as the Colangelo type of, you know what, I'm going to defend myself behind a Twitter burner account here, which, by the way, they no longer use the eggs. Twitter does not have the eggs anymore, and I hate that. I hate that a lot.
The egg
it's just an empty profile picture now.
The egg was always associated with a troller on Twitter.
Yes, that's exactly why all these have the troll picture.
All right, let's go to Howie Roseman, GM of the Philadelphia Eagles. What is the makeup of Mr. Roseman here, Tom, in his burner?
I think it is all just hating Chip Kelly. That is the only purpose for this account. I think I could actually see Howie kind of doing this because Kelly kind of phased Roseman out of the organization, and then Roseman kind of usurped the power once Kelly got fired. So I could see Roseman tweeting stuff like this, like blaming Chip Kelly for everything, and even tweeting at UCLA Athletics once they hired him that Chip Kelly was trash.
That's awesome.
And of course, we made it relatively PC with his name, but
the display name is great.
Yeah, I could see Roseman doing that one. I think it'd be pretty fun.
How about Jed York, the owner of the San Francisco 49ers? He has to have one.
He definitely has one. I mean, you're the host of the 49ers show, Cam. He's definitely got a burner. Now, I don't know if he actually tweets at people, but I could see it.
All right, so
I can totally see it.
What is his purpose here? I mean, maybe
just defend his own reputation because York has been dragged through the coils here with 49ers fans in general.
You look at the display name here, Niners Nation for life. Now, how is this Twitter account actually active? Because I feel like 49ers fans would just absolutely pickets and pitchforks
That's
and all
the
this
point,
stuff.
though. That's the point. Couldn't you see Jed York doing that?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
calling it Niners Nation. And 49ers fans, we know it's not Niners Nation. That's the point here. And then I also kind of envision Jed York doing this from a female perspective.
That's
calling himself
That's
cute.
nice.
That's not too far, right?
No, absolutely not. That's totally
good.
fine.
Okay, good.
How about we go to another quarterback here, and Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, he's all about drama.
This one's kind of tricky because Big Ben does have a Twitter account, but he doesn't actually run it. It's kind of it's run for him, and it's kind of more or less links to his website. But it's weird because Big Ben's Twitter account blocks everybody. Like to the extent that like random people who never tweeted at it are blocked by this Twitter account. So in the end I envision this being a super like Big Ben throwing shade at everybody account. Like now he's all upset at Mason Rudolph in that pick. All he does is just rip on the Steelers for doing it.
LOL, Rudolph isn't good. Be careful, or Ben will retire.
By the way, all the Twitter accounts, don't worry, we misspelled all the words in classic Twitter fashion because how else would you do it?
Benjamin Button, that's awesome. All right, so how about the media?
Misspelled, by the way.
Adam Schefter, ESPN insider.
Yeah.
Fake Twitter account.
Got a burner account. Totally made up. And the only purpose is to tweet "My wife left me" at himself because he thinks it's funny. Now, Schefter has claimed in the past that he didn't know what the whole "my wife left me" thing. He tweeted. He said on a random ESPN appearance, "My wife hasn't left me," despite all the Twitter comments saying "my wife has left me," which doesn't make sense because they're not accusing Schefter's wife of leaving him, but that the person in question's wife has left him.
He misinterpreted it,
which makes me think that he knows what's going on because he started it. That's what's going on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Adam Schefter. How about Hue Jackson, head coach of the Cleveland Browns? He has to have one.
All the ones that we've shown before this are totally made up. Or, I mean, they're totally not made up. Wink, wink. They're totally fake. But Hue Jackson's, I actually think this is his actual Twitter account.
Hue Jack.
At HughJack10. He follows only a handful of people. It's private. But he had this tweet about a week. This is an actual tweet that this account sent out. About a week before Hugh and the Browns announced he was going to jump in the lake, this account says June 1st, Hue Jackson pays his debt, we'll be jumping in the lake, mark it down and get your towels ready, splash. A week before it actually comes out with the right date. And if I am still waiting approval to follow Hue Jack10, but I've seen other screen grabs of the people that he follows. It involves his daughter. And he follows like 17 people. So I think this is actually Hue Jackson's Twitter account. It's his burner. He follows only a handful of people, doesn't tweet about it much, just wants to have it by himself so that he can just follow his friends and family.
Who do you think has a Twitter burner account out there? Hit us up in comments on Facebook as well as YouTube. I'll give you a name. Richie Incognito.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to have Richie Incognito have a burner account.
I'm just saying he has one.
Because we've seen unhinged Richie with like Twitter's accounts. So what is he going to do then when he just has his own one, a private one where he can say whatever he wants?
Who's to say he doesn't have one?
I don't want Richie to have a burner account. That's just a bad idea.